Welcome back, I'm Mike.
And this is Aiden.
And today we have a deck profile, and it's Aiden's again, so this should be interesting. It's a little different. I don't see many people playing this one at all. So I'll hand it over to you and crack on, sir.
It's basically, I'll just point out this will be a as we can see, a Kozmo deck profile. I'm basically looking now more towards the link format, so I'm just trying to stray away from the extra deck. So this is basically what this build is. So yeah, we'll just kick it off.
Future plans.
We'll kick it off with 3 Kozmo Tin Can. I love this card at 3 because he's basically the main searcher. You want to start the game with this guy in your end phase. Obviously, draw out your 3 main Kozmo cards, and that way you've got a guaranteed pilot on board for one of your ships. I was considering 2 or 3, but 3 seems to be the right number. 2 Strawman. Again, a good pilot to have on board. You can get out your bigger ships. Plus, you can bring back one of your banished Kozmos, so obviously you can help with OTK plays. 1 wasn't enough, 3 was dead. 2 is right. Kozmo Farm Girl. She's basically one of the key cards of the deck. She sets up your OTK plays because you can do it with this deck still, even though Dark Destroyer is limited. So yeah, you don't really want to start with her in hand. You want to search her late game, but she's definitely one of the best cards in the deck. 1 Darth Maul, Wicked Witch. I love Wicked Witch.
Darth Maul.
She's awesome. She can basically pay 1,000 life points. She can become indestructible for a turn. So if you need to bide some time, she's good to have on board. And then again, you can banish her from one of the bigger ships. 1 Good Witch. Who's that? Qui-Gon Jinn?
Possible.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon to your Darth Maul.
Yeah.
So she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really good. But she's really good, but a lot of people don't like her. But I really like this card because you can summon it. You can Book of Moon your opponent. If they want to respond to it, they have to. If they don't, I'll just banish it to summon something else. So I like to make my opponent basically play a bit awkward with this card. And then unfortunately the 1 Dark Destroyer because he got limited, which makes me sad, but never mind. Hopefully in the next format he'll come back to 2, maybe 3. Here's hoping, but yeah, definitely the best card in the deck. You want to see this card as quick as possible. 1 Dark Eclipser. He's very hard to see because of the just like the artwork on it is like a really dark ship.
Concept, isn't it?
He's very good, but I only really run him because he's a 3k beta and he replaces another Dark Destroyer, and that's the only reason, to be honest. 2 Forerunner. Don't know what we could call that one. Millennium Falcons. It's the closest maybe I could resemble it to. I don't know. Yeah. 2800 attack. Really, really good. Easy to get out. And he can obviously give you 1,000 life points during each standby phase. So you burn through life points quick with things like Kozmo Town, Farm Girl, things like that. So he can replenish that. 3 Slip Rider, because what would we say they look like? The X-Wings?
But without the X bit.
Yeah. These guys are really, really good. They're basically your walking MSTs. They keep destroying magical traps when they're brought back. You could do it multiple times as well in the game with obviously Call the Haunted or your pilots on board. Yeah, so really, really good. Dark Lady, Darth Vader, female version. She's really good, just a shame she's got quite a low attack, but other than that, very, very good card. She negates monster effects. She's not a floater though, so unfortunately when she's destroyed, she doesn't search anything else, unfortunately. And then round it off the monsters, the 2 Kaijus, the Radiant Kaiju. I didn't want to run a full-on Kaiju build because I just find I didn't want to run the Slumbers because it's dead draw half the time. But the 2 Radiant Kaijus, they're Allure of Darkness targets plus 2800 attack matches your Forerunner, so if you need be, you can summon this to your opponent, crash into it with a Forerunner, you get a search, and you can get rid of your opponent's problematic monsters, should I speak. And the spell cards, 3 Kozmo Town, because where would we be without this card? Self-explanatory, you need to see this card as soon as possible. Recycle your banished Kozmo cards, very, very good. Just the 1 Terraforming because I feel there's enough draw power. You can run into Kozmo Town pretty quickly, so just that extra 1 Terraforming helps. The 1 E-Tele or Emergency Teleport searches out your Farm Girls, your Tin Cans, or your Strawmans. Helps you set up a lot of plays from there. Unfortunately, again, limited to 1. 2 Allure of Darkness because I didn't need 3 because I don't have as many dark targets, but you want to see it fairly soon, so you can start banishing some stuff. And again, Kozmo Town can get you in back, so it's essentially a free pot of greed sometimes. One Upstart Goblin, just for that bit of extra draw power. My French Goblin, Upstart Goblin. There we go. And then 2 Dark Holes, because this deck can plus off your own destruction as well. So you can blow up a board with, say, 2 of your ships. You get 2 searches and you wipe their board. Really, really good. Reasoning, it's only at 1 unfortunately, but yeah, your opponent declares a level. You excavate the top cards of your deck. If it's not the level that they declared, you special summon it or send all cards to the graveyard if it is. So there's a lot of different levels in this deck. So half the time this does play off that card. And then the 1 MST, because we got 3 Slip Riders, you don't need as much trap destruction, but the 1 MST just helps, and you can also pop Kozmo Town to get a search off it as well, which is good. And then the trap cards, 3 Call, and even 3 Call the Haunting is not enough. You burn through your deck so quick with some of the cards. You want to keep using your resources, so Call the Haunted aims to do that. If only I could find another replacement. I know you can have Oasis Dragon Souls as another card, but it summons them in defense, so not too keen. And then 3 Kozmo, the main trap card. This card is just busted as hell. You destroy your own Cosmos and then you banish a card. It's non-targeting as well, which gets over pretty much everything now. Non-destruction, just straight up banish. U+ if you destroy one of your ships with it. And to boot, it has pretty awesome artwork. It's like Dark Lady using the Force Choke on Farm Girl. Looks pretty cool. And then lastly, 3 Reckless Greed. A lot of people will probably wonder why I run this, but yes, you do skip your standby phase when you use it. Your next 2 draw phases, sorry. But again, you run through your cards so quick, the Cosmos don't plus, they play off themselves. So, you know, using these cards isn't that bad. It doesn't hinder you at all, to be honest. So yeah, that was the main deck, and that is pretty much the deck overall, because I do not run a single extra deck monster. Side deck is obviously to be debated in future. That will come at a later date, but yep, not a single extra deck monster. This is built entirely for the Link format.
So basically mid-August.
Mid-August, yeah. I'm getting ready already.
So there we are. Yes, that's his future deck. Let's we'll see how that works soon. Obviously, at the moment, it's a bit hard to tell with everybody running.
It tests okay when I've been using it online. Okay, it's not going to be any of those sort of world beater decks at the moment, but Cosmos will be strong next format, especially if they get some of their cards unlimited as well, which hopefully happens.
So there you go. If you liked it, please do comment below. If you didn't, also comment below. Say how you'd improve it. It's always...
I'm waiting for the comments if I should run Dark Planet. Please throw that out there, guys. All feedback is appreciated either way. Yep.
So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. If you have, thank you. We've just done a giveaway. We'll be having one again in the future for 250 subs. Yay! Until then, it's goodbye, I guess.
Yeah, and peace out from me, guys.
See ya.